Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
That's kind of far out.
Mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 2 of our 4th campaign together, take 2. And joining me tonight, we have Bodhi as Durian.
A tough lost orc living another day to find his family.
And Chris is off rendering aid to the victims of the recent storms on the East Coast. So he will be joining us again next Monday if all goes as planned. And then we have Joel as Cyrus.
Cyrus Hammerhand, cleric, forge master, and great friend.
And Jason as Desperado.
I'm the nimble elven paladin.
And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. And please do like our video and subscribe to our channel. We do play live on YouTube on Monday nights at 6:30 Pacific, typically. And you can find our catalog of past games on YouTube at the Heroes Era. And finally, our content does include descriptions of graphic violence and moderate language, so please be advised of that. Bodhi, will you take us through some of your notes from last session?
Take us away. We all met in a tavern. It's the, looks at notes, Black Onyx, ran by a big guy named Little John. We're all sitting down at the bar, getting a few drinks, some free rounds on the bartender. There's a little wrestling ring on the inside of it too. And there was a main event happening, but only one contender was there and the other one was missing. One of us, Chris's character, Scuzz, a little goblin guy, gets approached by a very racist guard we've come to know as Milo. We hate Milo. Milo's not a good friend. And he says, "There's a goblin around here stealing stuff. Are you that goblin?" Just because he's a goblin. Again, we don't like Milo. And we tell him, no, we didn't do that. It's like a whole 30, 45-minute discussion. And then we move past it. And then a goblin walks through the door matching the description. And we're like, oh, well, we feel a little bad now. Scuzz goes, talks to this goblin. He introduces himself as Nilly and says, "I know who's going in for the fight. I know who's going to be the challenger. You gotta bet all your money on him. Trust me, it's going to be worth it." And Scuzz proceeds to do so. And the new challenger is, surprise, it's Nilly. And we all sit down at a table to watch the main event. They get in a ring together. And the challenger is Nilly. And the main event is a big, very gross bugbear named, what was his name? Cucaracha, the champ, who had a cockroach crawl on his hair, I think, and he ate it. And then they start to fight. Very obviously, Nilly is playing dirty as long as there are rules. He takes him down, he wins him, and then he starts wailing on this guy while he can't fight back really too well. And a bunch of diseased rats start running around and start yipping at the crowd. And of course, we're sitting in the establishment. We don't know if we want to get involved or not, but eventually a rat comes up and bites Desperado, who's Jason's character. So of course, we get up, we go fight these rats. I get bit many times in the back, and I am severely diseased. It's not great. And we kill the rats. Cucaracha loses. Nilly won. Grabs the belt, is now the reigning champ, and goes to leave. We tell Little John that he summoned the rats because, he shows up, rats show up, pretty self-explanatory, and he tells us to go get the guy.
But before this,
Oh.
Desperado challenged.
Oh, that's true. Sorry,
because he was
skipped
cheating,
over.
right?
Yeah,
I think he was cheating.
Think he was cheating.
seemed like it. And he tried to
He's
cast some
cheating on
magic
you.
on you as well.
We don't really
cheating.
know like the rules.
Cheating the locals out of their hard-earned coins. You know, that can't go.
Absolutely.
Sorry, got too far. But
You're good.
Desperado challenged this man as he fought in bad faith, was cheating, trying to charm some people with some magic. Didn't work too well. Desperado unfortunately loses. He was about to get his head caved in by Nilly after the fight's over, clearly unconscious. We pull him out, say, hey, that's not cool. And then we tell Little John about it because we're mad at him. And then we get him. And I'm pretty sure we beat him down till he dies.
That's,
At the very least,
that's
he's
what it seemed like.
unconscious.
Yeah.
And as any good adventurers do, we looted his corpse.
I think Cyrus failed at a non-lethal Toll the Dead, which I don't know is a thing.
Yes, that is true. Non-lethal magic. I don't know if it exists or not, but we found out
It doesn't.
it doesn't, and he was killed. We ran his pockets.
deserved
Scuzz
it.
took his little scepter that Nilly had, and we got paid the money from all the bets that were going on. We got some free drinks from Little John. I think that's it.
That's where we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even leave the
Nice.
tavern the first session. It's a lot of talking.
And then as the session closed, a young boy ran in, screaming
Oh.
that. Does anybody remember?
Something about like his sister or his dad. I think it was his dad was getting roughed up by somebody.
Yes, his daddy was dancing with the scary goat man.
Yeah, and we said, what does that mean, Ben? And then he ended the session and didn't elaborate.
You guys went to rush to the aid of this child who's terrified at this the scene unfolding. And before we get into the game, is there anything that needs clarification before we get rolling here?
I was when the little boy came in, I was going to use my divine sense just to kind of see if I get a whiff of anything unseelie coming off of him, or anyone else in the tavern for that matter. I think it spreads to about 60 feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seems like a normal little boy, a human, and actually kind of reminds you of Milo a little bit. Shares some of the features of Milo.
I don't. You know what? I think somebody's calling me over there.
Look, he does have a bowl cut, so I think that means we're obligated to help him.
That's right. He had a very ugly haircut. I recall now.
I'm not going to leave him in distress.
I don't think we have a choice but to help this child.
I agree. Baby.
All right. I'm gonna turn back and pay my debt. I bet 5 gold last time and I've lost.
Little John graciously accepts as the group of you rush out of the tavern into the open air of Riverside, and you hear shouts from behind the tavern, the screaming of women, men shouting in distress, and you hear a distant melody being played on a pan flute.
Be wary, boys. That might be a ruse.
Huh?
But young one, take us to your father.
And the child runs around the back of the tavern, beckoning you with his arm. He runs so fast that he stumbles once and skins his knees, but he's quickly
Nice.
up and continues running.
Can I keep up with them? Genuine question.
You are a dwarf carrying a lot of weight, but yes.
I got short legs.
And like this child also has short legs, so yes, you're able to keep up. As you come and turn around the corner, you see what looks like a ruined campground, 3 tents that have been torn apart, and you see a small group of townsfolk, and they appear to be dancing in a line, moving slowly towards a large fire pit. You see next to them there are 2 goblins, poking and prodding at them, and you recognize what is a satyr playing a pan flute. This creature
Cyrus,
has
do you have any? Oh, I'm sorry, Ben.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Do you have any candles?
Not candles,
any of
but
you-
torches.
No, something. We should stuff our ears or something to muffle any sound. I have a feeling this is a ruse. These fays, they are not. They do not play nicely.
How would a candle help?
Well, you can actually break it in half and just stuff it in your ear, just to muffle the sound. The wax will block it out a little bit. Wonder if there's anything else I have that I could do that with.
I don't know. I got a bear trap. Pulls out a bear trap.
And as a group of you quickly search your pockets, your pouches, whatever you may have at hand, you hear the goat man as he pulls the pan flute from his lips, singing "Dance Around the Fire." And the people, all able-bodied, sing back, "Dance into the fire." And they are in a very messy conga line, moving towards this large fire pit that one of the goblins runs over to stoke briefly. You notice that one of these people is Milo, in fact, second in line here. And there are 5 of them that seem to be dancing their way directly into the fire. You must act quickly, lest they perish.
So fire, 2 goblins, and a satyr are currently present.
You guys have
However,
vision
I'm
of the Roll20 map?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben, I'm gonna kind of gesturing with my fingers. Actually, no, it's just a verbal component. I'm sorry. I'm trying to enact my thaumaturgy, and it mentions one of the actions is you can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. Does dim imply that you weaken like a flame? Like you make it shrink or make it smaller? I wonder if I can maybe make the fire weaker.
I like the idea, so I think we should roll with it. I think it by the letter of the law, it probably means that it just decreases the light emitted from it, the brightness.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But
I think you're right.
I like that. I feel like that as you do that, the fire does shrink down a bit. You know, it goes from being a 7-foot wide, 7-foot tall flame to maybe half the size.
Sweet, yeah. Oh, here I'll just I'll throw that into the chat. Yeah, so I'll definitely do that.
Okay. As you do so, one of the goblins sees the group of you, in some kind of organized formation or somewhat, obviously not under the trance of this spell, around the corner, and he quickly pulls his short bow and looses an arrow against you all. Will everybody please roll initiative?
Gosh, these dirty buggers, guys. These.
Oh, good.
Nicely done, my friend.
A 19.
That's a 15 for me.
And I got 7.
The goblin shoots at Cyrus, who is between everybody. Will a 12 hit?
It does not.
Okay, we'll start at the top of the initiative with Durian. The scene unfolding, these people being danced into the fire before you.
During the bar fight, unless he dropped it, Cyrus gave us bless. Has it been long enough where that has gone away, or?
I would say so.
Yes.
Okay. Just knowing what I'm working with here. Beyond that, I'm going to move my full 30 feet. Just like I get right next to this little piece. here. I'm going to use my first orc feature, Adrenaline Rush, to... yes. The man who plays an orc know what I'm doing. I'm going to dash as a bonus action and get 2 temporary hit points, which isn't, everything helps at such a low level. I'm going to move another 30 feet, which gets me right in between this goblin and this satyr. I kind of just barrel through this conga line. Like, oh, excuse me. And I have my axe out in my hand, and I look towards the satyr. I was like, I don't know why are you always causing trouble? I'm just going to swing at him once with my axe.
The satyr moves to duck swiftly. You can make your attack, please.
An 18.
Ooh, that might be good.
An 18 will hit.
Or 15. Oh!
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The satyr is wearing leather armor, which seems to absorb, the slicing from the blade of the great axe. But you do deal a hefty blow, and he gasps for breath.
You've got to stop this, and that'll be my turn.
Wow.
I know.
So you find yourself, between the satyr and the goblin. The people, struggle to maintain the line that they're in, but they do so. And
Does the charm have any wavering effect for me smacking into this guy?
It does not seem to, no. And in fact, as you do so, the satyr hunches over and quickly puts his lips back to the flute and continues playing this charming melody. Will you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, bye guys. I'm walking into a fire. 8.
Okay. You are charmed.
Hey, this conga line's pretty good.
And this charm will last for 1 minute. Wow. Okay. And this song is strange and circuitous, and it moves like most songs do, or at least in a familiar way, but in reverse. And each chord seems to be outside of what you would next expect, like it is moving backwards or leaping to an unexpected place. And Durian is somewhat lost in this.
He's snapping his fingers. I love jazz. Look at this go.
And Cyrus, you are next.
Oh no. All right, let's see. I'm gonna move too. Let me show where. Not as far as my big friend there, but I'll be moving right there. Yeah.
Okay, you seem to cover about half the distance.
Listen, we don't all have the same capabilities.
You only do half as good as Durian, so...
You know what? We're all good at different things, right?
Yes.
We'll see.
And I'm gonna use a tool that has served me so well so far. Toll the Dead.
Non-lethally.
Non-lethal.
Is this against the satyr or the goblin?
This would be against the satyr, seeing as he's the one that's been hurt. So it's a 60-foot distance. He's within 35 feet of me, right? And
yes.
he needs to make a DC 14, I believe.
4 will not do it then.
No. So he's going to be taking 1d12 since he's been hurt.
Boom.
6 damage.
A strong hit. This satyr is battle tested though, and although he is now bloodied, he begins coughing up blood and mucus kind of heaving upon the ground.
Gross.
He is still up.
Do I get any form of save, or am I just cruising to this jazz this
You
guy's
are
playing.
very much into this song, unfortunately, and it
These
will
cats are singing.
last for a minute unless something else happens.
I'm just gonna say to my friend, Durian, hit him again. It looked like it worked.
And
I gotta. Ooh.
someone who is knowledgeable of the way that charm magic works might know that you might be able to snap Durian out of this if you give him a good smack.
Oh, I'm snapping plenty for everybody here.
And next is Desperado.
Awesome. Yeah, from where I'm sitting, I can get a good view of this satyr. I can pull my bow back and loose an arrow at his face. Again, hoping to break his concentration on this magic. That's kind of my thinking. So I loose it. What am I rolling? Oh, that's garbage. That's a 7 to hit,
Okay.
which will not be good.
The arrow will fly past him into the ravaged tent.
And then I'm gonna just run over this way here, kind of going around the tent this way. That's my 35 there.
Sure. And that's a large tent with, 8 or 10 sides. The tent is maybe 9 feet tall.
Okay.
As you do move behind the tent, your vision of what's transpiring is obscured. Maybe you can see here and there through a rip in the tent, but
And they can't see me either.
Right, so you'll have cover.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
One of the
That's all for me.
Thank you. The goblin next to Durian pulls out his dagger and goes to stab Durian. However, the satyr waves him away, and instead the goblin rushes. Oh, goodness.
Too far.
He's got short little legs, too.
The benefits.
He does rush across and try to... He ends up throwing his dagger at Cyrus.
It's like those train problems in math where like this train leaves the station at this time going about 80 kilometers a second. If the goblin runs 25 feet around and the dwarf runs 25 feet around, what round will they meet each other?
Cyrus, will a 14 hit?
Where do they bury the survivor?
Too weak. Try again later.
The other goblin notches an arrow in his short bow, stepping back a bit behind the dancers and letting an arrow fly against you, Durian. An 11.
Miss. Durian is just, it's not
Having
because
a
he's
great
trying to
time.
dodge. He's like doing a full-on like shuffle, like dance move over by the corner.
The goblin
He's, like,
scurries
breaking
to
it
behind
down.
the bush, lamenting that it did not try to shoot Desperado instead. The dancers continue dancing to the satyr's song, and one of them enters the fire pit and suddenly seems to snap out of its reverie and begins rolling upon the ground, being burnt badly. Luckily, the fire is not its original size, or perhaps they would have perished immediately. Jason, how long does the effects of thaumaturgy
It's a
last?
minute
Up to a
actually. I
minute.
think it's a minute. Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Okay. And
Well
next
played.
is Durian.
Durian is he's just like doing like a shamanistic like tribal like dance around the fire, or from where he's at, 'cause he's not gonna move, but just like kicking up a lot of dust.
Durian wedges himself into the conga line and joins
Get
the
me in
other
here.
5. The satyr is coughing up blood and mucus, and it fills his pan flute or his pan pipes as he attempts to play and is unable to. So he actually moves across the field of battle here to behind a bush and kind of a dead tree, where he does have line of sight on Desperado.
Oh, that's dirty.
And he will make an attack with his short bow, letting an arrow fly.
I'm AC 15 now.
Oh, wow. Okay, a 13 will not do it. Okay. And after the satyr is Cyrus.
My aim is still the satyr, I think. So, let's see. I don't think he's within my vision, right?
The ripped tent is obstructing your view, and he does appear. You can see like his upper torso over this small bush. So unless you can get a better angle, I would grant him partial cover.
As long as he's within vision of me. Let's see. He's still within. He's still within range. Yeah.
He's using Toll the Dead, right? You're not attacking him. You're like,
okay.
Right, cheater.
Did you think you could escape from me so easily? My legs are short, but my spells are not.
And I will roll with advantage. I should have the first time, but that is all right. I need to beat. Is it 10 my DC?
Ooh. Sorry, it's 13.
Oh, okay.
I have to fix that.
Does it?
A 12 will not do it then.
No.
Nice job, man.
And I don't know what a Dolores bell is, to be honest, but the ringing of this bell joins the cacophony that the
like a painful bell sound, high pitched.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It joins the satyr's song and
all it is really is me smacking my hammer against my shield.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's
in his general direction.
It's the Bell of Liberty.
Of course.
The one that the one that's cracked. One of those bells.
Let's take another 6 damage off of him.
And again, the satyr keels over. Well, that would imply slain, but just badly sickened here, coughing, sputtering up blood and mucus. And
come, friend, let's have some more fun.
This guy a mucus factory?
Not enjoying the song at all.
And if I can, I'm gonna move my stubby little legs in this direction. Try to get here if I can.
Oh, okay, I thought you were dancing.
I'm definitely moving very rhythmically.
Very good. Next is Desperado.
Nice. Nicely done, Cyrus. Well done, my friend. I draw another arrow and loose another arrow at the satyr that's chucking pot shots at me.
Okay.
Let's try. 15?
Ooh, that will hit.
Nice. Wow, 11. Boom.
The arrow finds its way through the bush and, drives straight into the satyr's gut. The satyr is slain.
No! Nice. And then I'm going to. Sorry, I didn't actually cheer. I'm too worried about trying to get over to where the people are. After my shot rings true, I'm gonna run around. I think I can get about here from where I was. I can actually go 1 square further. There, I'm gonna run around this way.
Okay.
We must stop the line, guys. I was gonna try and move this bench in their way. If you can aid me, I would be very welcome. That's all for me.
Okay. The goblins look at each other.
I just saw Bodhi.
Their eyes are frantic.
Crushing it.
They realize that they will not be able to escape the magic of this dwarf. And their minds turn to wickedness. One who threw a dagger pulls out a longer blade and rushes Durian. Durian, I'm going to give this attack advantage against you.
Oh, I'm shuffling. I don't care.
He's
I'm hanging out.
A 17 to hit.
Yeah, he does hit me.
And you'll take 8 slashing damage.
Ow. Okay. I get slashed with a scimitar.
And the goblin continues running as you snap out of whatever spell was cast upon you to find yourself bleeding from the scimitar.
Ow!
The other goblin begins to step back, but before that, looses another arrow at you, Durian.
Hey, what?
Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark.
I'm sorry, this would not be at advantage, so that is not a crit. It's exciting, but it's only an 8.
I ducked this time.
You're too honest, Ben. It's good.
And
we appreciate it.
The goblin begins running away, trying to find cover in the long hanging branches of this tree, and then quickly dives into the bush next to it for full cover here. And so you have one goblin still on the battlefield by this wrecked tent, and the other goblin trying to flee, who's a bit further away. However, the only dancers that have been taken out of this spell, despite the satyr being slain, is Durian. And the other dancers continue dancing forward. The 3 behind him kind of, run into him and begin dancing around him. And the next one in line, who is Milo from earlier in the bar, dances into the fire, where the other one is contorting in the flames and being badly burnt. The other one rolls out of the flames before he passes out from the agony of the fire. And next up is Durian.
So is Milo currently in the flame?
Milo is in the fire, yes, so he dances into the fire, and he too, being badly scalded, drops to the ground and tries to roll frantically out of the fire pit. But flame has caught him.
I kind of look to my 2 buds here, and I say, I'll go after the green guys. You no?
Let them go. Let's help the friends. Let's help our friends. They're cowards. Let them run.
I just look this one in the eye. It's next to the flag, and I say, "You hit me again, I will murder you." And I'm just going to slap this person next to me awake. That's kind of vertical for me here.
Okay.
I just go and I grab him by the shoulder and I shake him a bunch. And I go 2 more times than necessary. Wake up! It's not funny anymore. There's no music. Stop dancing. Go get that guy out of the fire.
Seems perplexed and then looks to Milo in the fire. And,
get him out of the fire.
Tries to take stock of what is happening.
Either get him out of the fire or wake these 2 people up. And that'll be my... And I'll move next to this goblin. And I will, as a bonus action, use Adrenaline Rush again. Get another 2 hit points, because I am hurt, and I'd rather not go down so early.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Next is Cyrus.
Alright, let's see. How badly hurt do these guys look? The people that are still dancing?
People who are dancing do not seem injured.
Okay. And you said the fire does look smaller?
Yes, it has been quenched or quelched a little bit by Desperado.
Now, let me see. This guy, he's outside of my view range, you said, right?
He did dive into the bush, so he has full cover.
Okay. I'm gonna run after him.
What?
So, 50 feet with my dash action, that's as far as I can get.
Okay.
But I'm facing him. So if he wants to move without disengaging, he's gonna take a hit from me.
Sure, and you see the small goblin trying to claw his way through this thick bush here.
Come, friend, let's dance.
Next is Desperado.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna run over and try and pull Milo out of the fire.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Just
if I can, I would even, yeah, sorry, I'll just pull him
No,
out of the
that's
fire
okay.
before he really. And if I can try to pull him in, maybe I'll try and start like patting the flames that are on him, try to get rid of like anything that is like smoldering on him.
Sure, and if you would, just make me a Constitution saving throw as you try to avoid getting burnt yourself.
Fair enough. And I wouldn't even be worrying about that.
Beat a 10. 9.
9.
I'll roll a d4. You'll take 3
Yeah.
damage from the fire.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're able to pull Milo out, though, and as you start patting him, the flames begin to subside.
Cool. Yeah.
And although he does seem, a bit burnt, he'll need further attention. You have gotten to him in time to save him.
Nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna stand there trying to block anyone else trying to dance through.
Okay. Will that be all from Desperado?
Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, the goblin archer within the bush tries to scurry away from you, Cyrus. If you wish, you can make an attack of opportunity as he tries to scurry out the back of the bush.
I will do so. So this will be with my warhammer.
Okay.
Hammer time.
A 14 hit.
The goblin is agile enough and nimbly escapes from your attack, avoiding your warhammer. It finds its way out the back of the bush and quickly gets to its feet and begins running away.
We're just getting started, friend. Where are you going in such a hurry?
And there's a large wall of brush and trees along the back of this campground, and the goblin disappears into those trees, hidden from sight as he scurries away. The goblin swordsman near Durian,
Hello.
on his feet, is able to nimbly move away and avoids an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
The goblin continues to run, makes it to the edge of the tree line, searching for a place to hide, for a place to flee to. And the two remaining dancers danced, closer to the fire. However, Desperado is in their way. On either side of Desperado are short benches, and the one lady that is dancing up to the fire actually stumbles over the bench, and as her head strikes the ground, she seems to regain her senses, and there's just one man left dancing on Desperado. And it comes to your mind that Scuzz is not at hand. After leaving the bar, you don't recall seeing him, at least after you got to this clearing. He left the bar with you, but he's not here. Durian, you're next.
Can I get a quick glance at how the one guy who has already been in the fire with no help, he passed out because of the pain at least I think. Can I see that he is breathing? Is he still alive, or is he dying?
It's hard to tell from 15 feet away. If you want to approach him and check him out, you may do so. He does lie there motionless.
I look at this person I helped slap awake earlier, and I tell him, "Hey, slap that person awake." And I point to the last one that's dancing. Just slap him on the face. It's fine. And I'm going to yell at Cyrus, "Go get that last goblin! Get him!" I'm gonna.
The man who you stopped from dancing says, "I never did like it much," and lets loose with a hearty slap, breaking the spell on the final dancer. Go ahead.
And I will go. I look at Desperado. Are you better at? I can't really like.
I can heal him a little bit, but I can.
Okay. I'm gonna go after that goblin then. Just totally
I got these guys.
Pivot plans and did I just use my last adrenaline rush? I did. Still got a javelin though. I'll move 30 feet. Get next to this tree. And I'll just I'll huck a javelin at him.
Okay.
Yeah. He's within 30 feet, so not disadvantaged. 17?
17 hits.
Ugh! Oh! 10 damage.
The javelin flies through the air and skewers the goblin.
I got him.
The goblin is slain.
Wow, that was a good throw.
He falls forward and he's just, held up by the javelin that's
it's a bit gruesome.
Gone clean through his gut.
Ugh. All right. Just try not to help the people that are dying, I guess, and I'll just end my turn.
Okay. And the threats have been dispatched. The one goblin was able to flee into the wooded area.
Can I?
What would you like, Cyrus?
If I can, I'd like to follow his tracks and see the general direction that he's heading towards.
Okay, you can make for me a... as you approach, looking for his tracks, just start with a perception check, please, to see if you do see him within the trees.
Okay.
Ooh!
Will that do it?
25.
There he is.
Yes. Yeah. You see the goblin, skidding around trees, moving through bushes. If you wish, you can use your action against him.
Oh, gross. He has a bolt cut?
How far is he from me?
You have approached the tree line. He is no more than 30 feet from you.
Let's hit him with a Toll the Dead. Let's see that wisdom save.
And a 3 will not do it.
You could kill this goblin right here.
I wanted to be 14, then it wanted to be.
Maybe not, because this one is only 1d8. This one hasn't been hurt.
You could max it. Who knows?
You're rolling sixes, man. Sixes. Hey, see?
The goblin falls to the ground, convulsing, and your spell takes its toll on the goblin. He's slain.
Sleep.
Good.
You gotta dance. You chose the other option.
And those who were dancing to the satyr's songs are coming to their senses. Desperado, did you wish to act?
Yes, I will. I will rush around to the one that fell out of the fire. Just kneeling down to it. I'll kind of just looking up to the sky. I ask my lady, the red lady, to help me, and I'll lay a hand on this gentleman. I only have 1 hit point left in my lay on hands, but I'll expend that to try and heal what I can in him.
Sure. The person begins coughing and comes back. Has inhaled a bunch of smoke, but he seems to be okay, at least for the moment, though badly burned from falling into the fire.
Cool.
Hey, let's
just help them away from the fire more.
Yeah, let's
and
put out this fire.
Milo got out of the fire, right? Milo left the fireplace.
Yeah, you were able to pat Milo down and quell that fire.
Nice. Well done, my friends.
And Milo stands up, his face riddled with pain. You again? I might have known.
Don't you even look? Your kid.
I think I'll try you.
Your kid showed up and he got us, so you should be thanking him.
Milo looks to his son. It's true, Dad. I'm not so sure. You knew exactly what to do, it would seem. And you waited long enough for me to, sustain these burns. This isn't
Just toss him back in.
Oh, no.
Just take my hat off and just kind of brush myself off. And I believe the words you were looking for are thank you.
I'm not so sure. This isn't my first fairy fire, you know.
What? What do you mean by fairy fire?
The goblins working with the fairies.
Oh.
I can assure you we are not working. We are working with no fays.
We killed all of them. Like none of them got away.
I must go to the clinic. I will talk with you all later.
All right, bye, Milo.
Be well. Take care. I would like to hear more about the this fairy fires, though, when you have the time.
I'm sure you know enough about them.
I'm afraid you are mistaken, my friend. But that is your prerogative.
Milo scampers away hurt, pulls his son to lean on him for assistance as he walks away from the clearing.
Perhaps the satyr, maybe they have some information that might be useful, Durian.
I'm already picking through the pockets. Huh? Oh yeah.
You're too slow.
No, I was on it immediately. I'm looting the satyr, and I'm gonna go pick the goblin's pockets as well, and I get my javelin back too.
Make some goblin turkey.
They were clearly the leader.
Or jerky.
Yeah,
Jerky.
goblin jerky.
The goblins seem to be outright, but the satyr seem to be slain outright, but the satyr is still breathing.
Oh, I thought we killed you. Man, aren't you lucky?
Can I cast on him, if that's still the case, can I cast Spare the Dying?
Yes.
Well done.
We might have some questions later.
The dancing townfolk inform each other of what has happened. Some of them having, come back to their senses, at the conclusion of the fight, and they are all most grateful to you. Please, if there's anything that we can do, just name it.
Do you know of any orcs around here?
You're looking for work?
No, orcs.
Orcs.
People like me. Yes, orcs.
Orcs come through now and then, but they don't tend to stay long.
Do you know Milo?
Yes, the woman says.
Perhaps you could just help him understand that we are on your side and we are not against him. We're not with these goblins or the satyr. He doesn't seem to trust us, but we are the good ones.
If the goat-headed beast was a satyr, then Milo is a pig-headed beast. But I will try to talk to him. He is most stubborn.
That may still be the case.
Well, I'll do my best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be well, please.
Tying up the satyr, and I will sling him over one shoulder.
I was gonna say, you're carrying him. I'm slowing off as it is.
Yeah, no, let's see, how much can I carry? I have it written down. I just need to know if it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, I can carry 500 pounds. So I'm gonna sling the satyr. I'm gonna tie his hands and legs together, and I'm going to put rope in between his fingers so it's harder for him to move them. and I'm going to sling him around my neck like a fox shawl, and then I'm going to carry the burnt guy, who is still unconscious, and I'm going to carry him and like bring him to the clinic. I'm going to like princess bridal carry him, so that way I'm carrying both people, and the satyr has his like arms and like legs around my neck like a necklace.
Nice.
And I start walking in the direction Milo's going to bring this man who was burnt alive.
What did he have weapons on him, Ben? You mentioned a short bow. Did he have a blade of some sort as well?
Yes, a short sword.
Did he have like a sheath or something that he kept it in, like on his belt or like a belt or something like that?
Yes, made from leather, and it's encrusted with jewels.
Ooh.
Would it be okay if I just tie that onto my backpack for now? That way, I'm keeping my eye out for a short sword. Unless either of you were hoping to get one.
I have this. I'm good.
I'll take whatever's left. That's fine.
You can just melt it.
Thank you, man.
So yeah, any spare weapons from the goblins I'll pick up. They might not be worth much, but maybe I can fix them up.
You find a scimitar, 3 daggers, and a short bow.
Let me write that down.
Not only that, the satyr has 16 silver pieces on him.
All right.
Scimitar, 3 daggers,
And a short bow.
and a short bow.
Can I use a short bow?
You'd be proficient in it for sure.
Is it a simple weapon? I think it's a simple weapon, right?
Yes, it is.
I
It's
think
a simple
a bow
ranged.
is martial, but you have martial.
I do too.
Well,
weapons.
Short bow is a simple ranged weapon.
Sure.
I
okay,
mean-
great.
I do have javelins, but I wouldn't mind something else.
Doesn't hurt.
I
Right.
hand it over.
At
Well,
this
you know
point-
what? Let me fix it up.
Sorry. At this point, let's take a short break. We'll grab drinks, snacks, whatever you guys want, and we'll return in 10 minutes.
All right.
Great. Good job, you guys.
Short bow work with
Reynold is an above-average height dwarf who worked in a small village as a blacksmith and was very friendly with his neighbors, making friends with whoever he could find. Despite having a simple and fulfilling life, he still felt a bit empty, like something was missing, until one day out in a nearby forest he spotted a baby orc, scavenging off of a wolf's corpse trying to find something to eat. Reynold knew what he had to do and took this abandoned baby into his home, and fed him, giving him shelter and clothing him. After an extended period of time, with no one seemingly coming after this child, Reynold adopted him and gave him a new name, Dismas Hook. Reynold spent all of his time with Dismas, teaching him his trade and learning the Orcish language and having a wonderful time, but not all was well. The other villagers that Reynold had known and befriended turned their backs on him and looked at the two of them with disgust. This family of two were treated as a disease, being mocked and insulted, refused service, or met with great resistance in day-to-day life, making Dismas's early life anything but normal. Once Dismas had grown up and matured a bit, Reynold took him on a supply run to a nearby town to get away from all of the hostilities. But once on the outskirts of the village, they were ambushed by the more radical members of the community and battle occurred. The aftermath of this battle was bloody, and there were many casualties on both sides. The only one that lived that day was the once again lonely blacksmith. With an unmarked grave and a pack full of gear and memoirs, Reynold left behind his vile village and struck out in an attempt to find a reason in all the madness and hate that encountered him.
It's pretty cool. If you can get there, I highly recommend it. It's just cool. The sheer power of it.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'd like to go there.
See, Jason's. Huh?
We're back
What's
live.
that?
We are back live.
Hi, everybody.
We will continue with our game of Dungeons and Dragons after our discussion of wines and tourist attractions.
Yeah.
That happened off stream. It's just, very in-depth
real.
conversation.
We
Very
talk to each other
sophisticated.
outside of this game, all right?
We're cultured, okay?
So you guys
We're
have dispatched the satyr, the goblins that were entrancing the people, including Milo. Was one of these people. However, he did not seem very grateful. He is stubborn and unconvinced of your goodwill, it would seem.
Did he seem bewitched, or just he's almost like he's been burned a little bit by fae types and goblins, that he's very skeptical given that we keep company with a goblin?
Will you make an insight check for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Been scorned one too many times.
14.
It seemed like he believed what he was saying, and it was his same, off-putting demeanor. So you might not suspect that he's been entranced, simply that he's ornery and unlikable.
Just a
Bad
jerk.
experience. I can live with that. That can be swayed.
So you have retrieved some weapons from these fallen fae, and you also have the satyr that it seems like you're bringing in for questioning.
Around my neck, I'm taking the one guy who is unconscious, or I guess like barely conscious, to someone that will help him at the very least, and then we can deal with this satyr that will like interrogate in like a shed or something.
Is there a guardhouse or something like that? Perhaps we should, we can leverage the local authority and.
Before Milo gets to him, probably a good idea.
There is an ATK armory and barracks. However, you recall from your discussion with Little John that the ATK has left town on a mission, going deep into the city. They just left earlier this day, and everybody went. They didn't leave any guards behind. That's why maybe Milo was overreaching in the inn, trying to fill that role of guarding the town.
Is he the only town guard in the time we've been here?
And he's not ATK, right? He's a local.
He's a local. He's the one that you've run into. There might be a few more around, but there's not a heavy presence of guards at all.
I think maybe we drop off this burn victim and we just do this old style, and just take this fey creature and just put him in the cellar of the tavern and just do it there.
You have to be careful. They are tricksy, though.
I know, and it would be maybe a good idea to do this with like more people around, but also if we do it with more people around, we can't be as like convincing with our methods. I guess we gotta. I mean, we could just go to the guardhouse and just do it there. There's nobody around to stop us, really.
I would be inclined to take him to the guardhouse, but that's just me. We are. I don't want to overstep our station in the town.
I don't know. We just killed like a bunch of stuff in like a few minutes of each other. I think we're fine.
Yeah, I guess we are the protectors, right?
Yeah. All right.
No, they're already skeptical of us. We want to be careful. I don't want to push them the other way. I like to bring them back in our favor.
Are we? Do I was following the direction that Milo went. Do I know where a clinic is in this town? Or have I just been wandering the streets with this person and just talking with my friends and I have no idea where I'm going?
So you wish to bring the burnt person to some place that might be able to heal him. You know that there's, Milo mentioned going to the clinic. You're not sure where that is. You know that there's an apothecary. You're probably familiar with that place. And then there's the tavern.
I'll drop him off at the apothecary. You know, he's not actively dying. Maybe they can use some like voodoo magic and heal him. I don't know.
You know, the clinic, they might be used to having, combative people. I'm thinking of like people that get beat up in Debar.
Mm-hmm.
They might have the means of restraining people.
That's interesting. We also could just find some shackles in the guardhouse.
I mean, we do have the rope too.
And like iron and like chains.
Yep.
If not, he could probably make some, and I point towards Cyrus.
We could find Milo. If he's the guard, we might gain some favor with him by bringing him this satyr.
I said we just go to the apothecary and ask the owner if they know where the clinic is, and if they don't, we just leave it with him. Worse off, he gets put back in the tavern with a drink in his hand, and he'll be fine later. And I'll head off towards the apothecary.
Okay. It is known as Athena's Apothecary, and it is in the main town square area. Slightly removed down an alleyway. And as you approach, a light smoke drifts out of the open door of the apothecary.
Great.
You smell what they call narnar.
Okay, so it's not burning.
Somebody's smoking something.
Nice. I open the door a bit more with my foot. And I lean in and I say, knock, knock.
As you go to reach for the door, the door flies open into your face.
Oh.
You must stumble back a step or two as a goblin is thrown through the door. He lands upon the ground and looks up at you. You see fear in his eyes.
I put my foot on his chest.
And then you see a look of recognition as he looks to Desperado.
Ah.
Am I glad to see you? It's me. It's
And
me,
are you?
Scud.
Scud?
Scud?
And Desperado, you recognize Scud.
Relative of Scud's, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, Scud's his brother.
Right. Scud. I'll take off my hat, reach a hand down to help him up, and I'll use my hat and dust him off.
I'll take my boot off his chest. Sorry, I don't know. We just killed some goblins a little
Thank
bit
you.
ago.
I'm fine. There's more here, and Athena's passed out in there. Some pricks showed up after we had a smoke. They're ripping off her shop.
From inside, you hear the sounds of breaking glass.
Some more what, Scud?
There's some goblins and some fairies in there.
Guys, I don't know if I'm as healthy to deal with this.
We gotta help her. I'll help you guys.
Yeah, I'm hurting too, but we can't turn our backs on these guys.
Oh, right. And
Dude, they're wrecking all her stuff.
I learned down the burn victim outside the house. I grabbed my axe. All right,
These guys don't learn their lesson too
I'm
easily.
probably gonna fall down this.
Yeah,
way.
I'll pull out my rapier and pull my stow my bow and pull out my shield.
You hear more sounds of breaking glass from inside and the chuckling of goblins.
Let's watch our backs, Scud. All right.
Boys, this time I'll lead.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, Cyrus.
Go for it.
I'll barge in there.
All right. Give me one moment. I apologize.
And I guess with the 80K gone, guys, the
It's open season.
yeah, the other factions in the neighborhood are
Where?
I didn't know there were goblin gangs.
I mean, we knew there were scouts.
As you enter, this is a small shop built into, and I do not have a map for this one prepared. It's just built into a small room that is, maybe 10 by 20 feet deep, and there's a counter dividing the room in half. You see goblins on the counter, and they're picking up vials that seem to contain potions, and they're smashing them. They're also smashing empty bottles from along the shelves, and you see two tiny, what look like huge, pale butterflies flapping their wings. You know these to be sprites. And in their tiny hands, you see what look like they've been made from, a large skewering stick as they wield short bows. And the two goblins, they, are upon the dividing bar in the middle of the room, and the two sprites are flying around the top. One of them has a piece of burning cloth in one hand as it's flying around, looking to ignite the place, no doubt. Will you guys, the goblins and sprites turn as you enter the room, and the goblins move to hop down from the bar and draw their scimitars. Will you guys please roll initiative?
Sir.
Darn. Rolling bad.
And if I can, Ben, I'm trying to provide as much cover as I can for my fellas as they're falling down behind me.
I am double your size.
That's half cover.
Are you giving me knee guards?
Yes.
With their body? Hey, I know you guys are messing up the place. If you just give me the strongest healing potion in here, I'll leave. Doesn't matter that much to me.
I'm the strongest healing potion,
says one of the goblins as he
that doesn't make
bites
sense.
the blade of his sword.
So I have to eat you?
The goblins leap down and they rush at Cyrus, who is in front. And they go to strike him with their scimitars. 14.
Bounces
and
off.
A 13.
Bounces off.
Okay, Durian, you are behind Cyrus. This is a cluttered shop. Picture your standard, the size of your standard suburban bedroom is typically 10 by 10. So it's about that wide and twice as deep, with the front half of the store, again, divided by this countertop or bar. And Durian, you can act, please. There are two goblins and two sprites, one of them with a flaming rag in hand.
If I were to stand where I am, would I be A, blocking the door, and be able to hit a sprite in the air? Now, I don't want to block the door if Desperado wants to get in here, but I also don't want to let the goblins get out.
You would need to go deeper into the room to attack a sprite. They've moved to the back half of the shop, searching for the best way to ignite this place.
Can I move around in a way that I won't get hit?
No.
Or am I going to have to risk that?
You can't move easily past the goblins because of the tight quarters.
All right, I'm just so frustrated. I'm getting a little mad. I'm upset, and I'm going to rage. I'm gonna go swing my axe at just one of these goblins. The one he said he was a healing potion, and I'm gonna try and split his skull in half.
Okay.
Can't believe this is happening again. A 17.
A 17 hits. The goblin goes to raise his shield, but is not quick enough.
11.
11.
And split its head you do.
How's that for healing potion? I don't feel any better. That'll be my turn.
The goblin here falls to the ground with its cranium split. In the back of the room, one of the sprites goes over a cauldron that is bubbling with oil, and it drops the flaming rag into the oil, and this cauldron, small cauldron, ignites in a tall flame that begins to reach up and lick the ceiling of the apothecary, and a dark black smoke begins to fill the room.
Practically at my head height.
After dropping, the rag, this sprite pulls a short bow, a tiny little short bow, and it tries to shoot at Durian.
Okay. The miss.
And the other sprite, too, from the other top corner of the place, also fires at Durian. The 13.
Another miss.
And the sprites swear to each other as the three of you enter the place. Next is Desperado.
Ooh. Are there windows in this place, Ben?
Oh, I'm sorry, Desperado. I put you at.
Yeah, I think you at
14. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm last. I think I got 8.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So next is Cyrus. There are no windows. A small window on the front next to the door. No windows along the side. It is within an alley, kind of bordered by other larger buildings.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Now
Cyrus.
you tell me, Ben. Is there any chance that I can? Is there any chance that a goblin and a sprite are within 5 feet of each other in this tight space?
Yes. Yes, one of the sprites is above and beyond the closest goblin.
Well, I've got just the thing. This is a new one. I hope you like it.
What?
Green flame hammer. Nice.
So I'm gonna make a swing at that
Goblin?
goblin, and I'm gonna try to streak that arc, that hammer as it's coming down, to come right back up and hit that sprite that's flying up above.
Okay. The head of the hammer is overtaken in a green flame.
So let's see if I hit first.
Dude, this is gonna be so cool. You're gonna get this hit. You're gonna like kill both of these things. It's gonna be so great. I can't imagine you not hitting at this point. You gotta hit at this point. If you don't hit at this point, I'm gonna be sad. Oh,
you had to say it. You had to say it.
What is that? What is that? 7?
I think there's supposed to be a 1 in front of that, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. If we can just draw a little 1 in like the post edit of the session, we can call that a hit right now. We can fix it with movie magic.
And with all of Durian's build-up, Cyrus's flame falls.
Oh, come
his
on!
hammer falls.
The next one's gonna be huge, guys.
I was too distracted. You
were
were great.
Desperado's got it. The next one's gonna be like double as effective now. It's gonna like save up.
Is that all from Cyrus?
That's it. That's all I got.
Next is Desperado.
Nice. This cauldron that he lit up. Do I see a lid for it anywhere, like near where it is?
Yes.
I'm gonna just sheath my rapier. I still have my shield out, but I'm gonna go over and try and put the lid on the cauldron to like smother whatever the flame and close it off.
Okay, the lid of the cauldron is very hot as you move to pick it up. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, I did good last time. Not so much.
Only a little fire damage. Nothing too much, you know.
Hey, there we go. 18.
Yeah, you're fine.
Just grit your teeth.
Sure,
friend.
you have chef's fingers at this point.
On the gloves. Yeah, and then also just gritting my teeth, I grabbed the pot lid and put it on the cauldron to smother it.
Nice. Yeah, the fire is contained and extinguished, and smoke kind of just clings to the ceiling, dealing you no harm.
Awesome. Okay. And then I'll just bring my shield up to bear, and yeah, that's all I got right now.
Okay, one of the goblins spins as you rush behind the countertop, Desperado, and he moves to strike you with his scimitar.
Oh no! Don't do that.
An 8.
Do either of us get a hit on him?
He doesn't need to move because of the close quarters. He's able to simply turn and make his strike over the countertop.
It'd be tight fight, right, guys?
Kind of like hops up but misses his strike. After the
I feel
goblin,
like everyone's within a foot's reach, probably, right? Like
very closely clustered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Durian.
I don't appreciate this very much, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go for the sprite in the air. I went down once. I'm gonna use the momentum to I think my axe got stuck in the floor, so I'm gonna go bring it out and try and accidentally hit the sprite that's next to the goblin.
Nice.
Okay, because one of the goblins has been felled, you can step over its body to, get close enough to this sprite.
Yes, and I'll take a big old swing. 14.
And this tiny creature flits out of the way quickly. You miss.
Oh, I could have guessed.
Little booger.
All right, well, I'm upset, and I end my turn.
The sprites cling to the ceiling, coughing very high-pitched coughs from the smoke that is up there. But they want to stay as far away from you as they can, hoping to stay out of the reach of Cyrus if possible. And both of them are going to fire their short bows at Desperado.
Ooh, dirty.
Cage match in here.
Just using my shield. Oh, that one sneaks through. That second shot.
Well, it looks like a huge yarn needle comes flying through the air and pierces you, Desperado. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Can't make any promises. 50-50 almost. What am I doing? Hey, 16.
Nice. Okay. You will take 1 piercing damage, but this needle doesn't pierce deep enough to poison you.
I'm hurting, guys, but I'm here and I'm not leaving.
The sprites move to try to escape the room, flitting overhead. Cyrus, do you think you could reach something that's about 10 feet in the air?
He's a medium creature technically, but
if it helps, I'm 5 feet tall.
I don't think that your battle hammer would quite reach.
It's like, how long is the hammer? How long is your arm?
I got 2 feet extra reach with the arm, and then the hammer maybe another 2-3 feet.
Fair enough.
He can jump on top of it, like Mario.
If you all are holding melee weapons, you can make an attack of opportunity against the sprites.
All right.
Nice. I didn't draw I don't have a weapon drawn, so I won't be able to.
18.
Boom.
17.
Apparently, I don't need to, anyways.
Both of these hit. Deal your damage to the opposite sprites.
13. Oh, 11. Hell yeah!
And they are splattered, just like large moths.
I give Cyrus the sickest, most cleanest dap.
Dap up.
Yeah, I dap him up. I dap my boy up.
And all that is left in front of you is one goblin. Cyrus, it is your turn.
Don't think you're going anywhere. I'm gonna bring my hammer down on him again, but this time it's different. It's not coated in flame. It's got mysterious energy that coats it instead. And I'm gonna do Booming Hammer. It's kind of like Booming Blade, but a little different.
I see.
Huh. Yeah.
Same but different.
Yeah, same, but different.
Different.
What's the opposite of blade? Is it hammer?
You can make your attack.
Okay.
What's the other word for it?
Bludgeon.
Booming bludgeon. Oh, don't worry. Look, he's
you know
gonna
what?
hit him. Oh wait.
You know what?
Oh no, he missed.
I'm just so used to aiming high for things that are taller than me.
Yeah.
So facing something that's even smaller than me is kind of throwing me off.
You're used to punching above your weight, and you're absolutely equal matched right now.
You just smash into the countertop, and one of these vials explodes. And
No one saw that.
It was the goblin. It was a goblin.
It was a goblin.
After Cyrus, I'm sorry, is that all for Cyrus?
Let me see.
Got bonus action in there.
I got stuff.
I
got things.
I saw your hammer go blow green, and then like a weird energy, and then nothing happened.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna like look at my arm, or look at my arm where the tattoo is, and just be like, damn, I should have done that.
And next is Desperado.
Nice. So there's one goblin left.
Yes.
That's the one.
His knees are shaking after Cyrus demolished the countertop behind him.
Draw my rapier, just point it at him. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make my voice like sound really, really loud and thunderous. And then as I point the rapier, I'm just gonna turn and point it at the door and just say, "Leave, don't come back, or you'll have to feel with my friends again." And you're basically just trying to intimidate him to get the heck out of here.
And the goblin's loincloth becomes a darker, wet color as you frighten him. And the goblin moves to run out the door.
I'm just like holding my rapier, just kind of like, letting
Do
him
the
rest to leave.
Do the rest of you allow him to leave?
My friend made a deal. I did not.
All right. He would have just killed him if he wanted him dead. So, you gotta wake up
Cyrus,
this lady.
Do you let him flee, or do you strike?
I think one desk smashed is enough.
Okay.
I don't know how I'll explain too.
The goblin does flee, and makes it out the door, the sole survivor of this encounter, at least on the side of the fairies.
And we let him get away. That's the difference. They didn't get away of their own merit. We allowed it.
And
therefore it's fine.
You see
Athena.
You see the feet of Athena sticking out from the door of the closet.
She dead?
From like a scale of 1 to 10, how dead is she?
On a scale of 1 to oh no. I open the closet door and I look down.
Sure. As you shake Athena, she comes back to consciousness.
Oh, good.
She's a short half-orc woman. And there's
Hey!
a hookah in her hand that did not break upon her fall somehow.
I see we're treasuring things that desire to be treasured.
Oh. What happened?
Goblins. And sprites. You see them on the ceiling.
And Scud enters after you.
Don't worry, I took care of that one that was trying to get away.
You what? Scud?
Yeah, I think he'll live, but I knocked him down
brush
good.
myself off.
Very good, Scud.
Athena, these guys, they saved you. And me.
Oh. Do you two know each other? I don't have to, defend you because you're a goblin or anything like that.
No, we were
Cool.
hanging out. Then these
Oh,
pricks
that's right. You
showed
were
up.
smoking the hookah. That's right.
Well, if what he says is true, then I owe you a debt. I thank you. What did the goblins do to my shop? She stands up and brushes herself off.
it's
She
bad.
begins to clench her fists angrily around the hose of the hookah, and then takes a drag from it.
About the desk.
Calms down for a moment. Oh.
Desk, bunch of vials.
Collateral damage.
It's like a puddle of pee.
She rushes to a cupboard upon the wall and opens the doors. Oh, well, it could have been much worse. They didn't get the goods here. And you see there's, 3 shelves with many colored potions there within.
So was that like snake oil stuff, or is that,
Oh.
or those like minor potions?
Some of them have snake oil in them, but yes, we have things that make you heal, things that could make you climb, fly, but many of these.
Got one.
Oh, this is my special stash. This is what I sell to my best customers.
Anything that stops fires. We might still have some flames in here.
Yeah, we've dealt with a couple of them already.
How does one become one of your best customers?
I think we did.
I'd say the three of you are my three best customers of the day. Certainly,
well,
listen.
we thank you.
Take these, and she begins handing potions out to the group of you. These two will heal you if you drink
Good.
them. You can drink them swiftly, and if in the haste of the moment some spills out of your mouth, it will not do its full effect. But if you take a moment and truly drink every last drop, it should heal you substantially. And these are 2 potions of healing. This one will give you great strength. Who among you would like to have the strength of a giant?
Well, in certain circles, they say that I already possess such strength, but I think my friend here would be better suited.
I'll hold on to it. I'm already pretty strong, but
Well, this will
I
give
mean,
you the
I won't say
strength
no.
of a hill giant. And though you are quite tall, Athena again, short for a half-orc.
Hey, it's alright. I got good genes.
And this is a potion of hill giant strength.
We know it. We do have genealogy in this world, surely.
Nice.
And this one will just make you better at just about anything for a moment, at least. The next thing you do. This one will give you the advantage that you require. And this is a potion of advantage.
That's pretty neat.
Very cool.
Said there was 6? Or is this all?
Oh,
There
well,
was 4.
4.
I am most grateful, but this is what I can afford to give you.
No, that's
Oh,
pretty good already, thank you.
yeah, we thank you for your gratitude. Honestly, I think you've done more than we would have hoped to get,
Oh,
which was nothing. We expected nothing in return for your.
there
merely
is
just
like
doing what
a
is right.
there is a guy out there that was burned pretty badly by some other like Fae and Goblin guys. I was gonna ask you, do you know where the clinic is?
Oh, the ATK runs the clinic, so it is in the.
So there's like nobody there.
Yeah, it's up the hill a bit on the south end of town, but I think all of them have left for the day, which would explain these beasts coming.
Yes.
I guess if they knew somehow.
I got a guy out there who's pretty badly hurt. I was gonna bring him there, but if there's nobody, then could you at least like make sure he doesn't like keel over and die?
A friend of yours.
There was a conga line into a bonfire. There was like a satyr, and we kind of stopped that. But he was the first one to get into the fire, and it got him pretty good.
Oh,
He's
please.
like, he's
One of your
okay.
villagers.
Yes, I'll take care of him.
I'll bring him in and I'll lay him down wherever she wants me to lay him down.
Did he have any coin on him?
Pat down.
I mean, I don't wish to, be presumptuous, but these are rather expensive
business.
potions. This is a business. Well, nonetheless, he can owe me. And she feeds him a potion of healing. He'll need to rest still and recover, but he should be okay for the moment. I'll keep an eye on him for you.
Okay, thank you.
We have this. We have this satyr that we subdued, I guess.
Yeah.
Could you recommend a suitable place to house him?
I would say take him to the guardhouse, but they even, to my
They left.
knowledge, they did not leave anyone behind. They simply locked up and left.
Oh, we have to break in?
Then we could.
I I mean,
I think maybe we should find Milo. I think we take him to Milo.
Is he gonna live after though?
The
questions.
satyr?
Yeah, we're gonna ask him questions, most surely. But is he gonna be alive afterwards? Are we just gonna kill him, or are we gonna like imprison him?
I don't see a reason to kill him. He's.
I mean, nobody died. I guess everyone got like hurt, but I guess we could. We'll talk to Milo. Maybe he'll know something.
I think that might be the best solution for now, at least.
Let's go find Milo. I also need to sit down for a little bit. I'm not doing too hot.
Like I said, it may give us some favor with him. He seems to have some authority in the town when the ATK is gone.
All right, yeah. Head to the clinic. And I carry the satyr and I start going. Thank you, Athena.
And thank you for your hospitality.
Come back anytime.
Merci beaucoup.
Scud, it was nice to see you.
Yeah.
Scott, are you gonna come with us?
I think I'm gonna chill here at the theater.
I don't know where your brother is. He's somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he'd be with you guys.
I thought so too. He didn't come with us when we go fought this satyr guy.
When did the last time you saw him, though?
An hour ago.
We left the tavern.
Not long.
And I don't think we were following a child in distress, and I don't think any of us like looked behind us as we were running. So like as we left.
Oh man, I better go look for him.
If you want to. Or
Yeah.
maybe he's
Good to
just
see
like
you.
doing his own thing. I don't know.
It's good to see you, Scuzz. And I just shake his hand.
All right,
Yes.
yeah. If I find Scud, we'll catch up with you guys. You go to the clinic.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and
we'll-
watch your back. It seems to be unsavory types poking around.
Yeah, filthy goblins.
Exactly.
Nice. I high five him.
Scott isn't a filthy goblin. He's referring to the filthy goblins.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I'm high fiving him.
And so
Right.
Athena bids you farewell and again thanks you. And
we-
the three of you leave the shop. Scuzz, walks towards the town square, kind of looking around, and you know that further up the hill there are shops and other establishments if you wish to go to the clinic.
The clinic we go.
Yeah.
And there's a tent, made of hefty burlap, well established with posts and squared. But in front of the tent, you see Milo sitting upon a bench, just clutching his arm with bandages wrapped haphazardly around it. The flap of the tent, opened and kind of flapping in the cool breeze of the night.
Can't even build proper buildings around here.
You think if it was like a place where people get healed, that'd be like permanent, right? It wouldn't be just a tent.
Yeah. But I mean, they're still rebuilding the town, right, from the destruction from before.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess there's a lot of people looking for whatever. Logistics not our thing. It's fine.
It's probably a momentary band-aid until they can get a more permanent structure. As we approach, sorry, Joel.
How well made are these tents? Does it look like they know what they're doing?
There are tents of varying quality. Some look like those that you would simply camp in and pack up and move, from place to place. This one looks as though it is meant to last at least for some time. Has stout poles, and the poles have been driven deep into the ground. So where it is a tent, it is mostly like kind of a quickly made structure of canvas. So.
As we approach Milo, I'll take my hat off and just hail him.
You guys again.
We have a prisoner We thought you might know what to do with him. The guardhouse is abandoned.
Oh, this one that set the fire.
You may know something that is of use.
You might. Might we cut his throat before he sings another song, though?
Yeah, he will have to speak.
He seemed to need to have his flute to do what he was doing before. Perhaps if we keep him bound, he might be limited.
Right.
And he could only get like one person, maybe. And then we see that one person starts acting a little aloof, and then we get him.
Can we? Yeah.
Perhaps. Well, oh gosh. Wake him up. Let's see what he has to say.
All right.
You have a wineskin? I'll pull up my water skin and just splash some water in his face.
I put him down on the ground.
Milo stands over him and slaps him across the face with his full force.
Durian, keep your axe, Andy.
I'm just like up in the air, ready. Just like executioner chop him if he messes with us.
The satyr sputters and comes back to consciousness, and immediately reaches up to his face.
No, his hands are tied. All right. I don't want no gesturing out of you. You magic types.
Aye, it's just a little joke we were having. Damn yous.
I'd just like to know what you were doing here, and to be quite frank, my friends want to slit your throat.
We were just having a party. Didn't you enjoy the dancing?
It was fun. I gotta give him credit. It was a little fun.
I don't think the people that got burned enjoyed it very much. And I kind of gesturing. I've got missing some arm hairs on.
Aye, every good party has some casualties.
Aye.
Where are you from, friend?
Oh, the woods, here and there.
And just coming to town, thinking that the ATK is gone, you could have a frolic.
Aye, that's about the run of it. What did you do with me, with my friends?
One managed to escape. One other one wasn't quite as fast enough.
Ah, a pity. Well, then, no doubt he's around here somewhere.
If we were to allow you to leave, are you planning to come and do this again, or would you be of some gratitude and move on, have fun with some other town, some other people?
It won't be
perhaps,
me that's sorry.
I was going to say perhaps travel north and find some friends, have some fun up there.
Aye, but most of the fun to be had in this town's already been had, it looks like. But it won't be me who's coming back.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Oh, you know, there might be others.
Why? Because we killed everyone?
The ATK being gone.
Aye. They seem to have left you high and dry.
And these others, where might they be?
They might be anywhere.
But you might know where is.
I might.
I might. I'm confused about what is going on here.
What should you say we make a deal?
Okay.
You let me be on my way. Give me back my flute.
And
I'll tell you who's coming next.
Or my friend Durian, sorry.
Is Milo doing anything?
You look like you had something on your tongue, my friend. By all means.
Oh
I'm
no,
just gonna step over.
Joel, I'm sorry. Joel, what did you say?
Is Milo doing anything?
Milo's standing over him menacingly, holding him by his ram horns, keeping his head down to the ground.
Now I'm no negotiator, but how about you tell us who's coming and we'll let you go? Huh? No flute. Because then you're just gonna do some stuff again and it's gonna suck.
And the flute is not a part of this negotiation.
You don't have me flute, do you?
I don't think we picked it up.
I think Cyrus has it.
Call this a flute.
Oh, we do have it.
Wait. The flute is not a part of this negotiation.
Looks like a goblin made it with his butt.
Okay. So Cyrus has the flute. That's fine.
You've been playing goblin butt flute? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that willingly?
So then, we have a deal. You let me go, I'll tell you who's coming next.
You tell us what you're thinking, and if we feel that what you're sharing is reasonable, I think then we'll let you go. So it's all a matter of how truthful and how forthcoming you would like to be. What do you think, friends? Does that sound?
Yeah.
And this flute, is it like a pan flute or like a regular wood flute?
Like a pan flute, yes. Made from wood and reeds.
I'm gonna, as they're holding him, I'm gonna walk behind him and maybe pick up some dirt while you can't see me. Just start stuffing those holes.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound like much of a deal, but I guess I'm in no position to negotiate.
That's the way it would seem.
Look, I tell you all I know. I came here with my friends, but their boss is coming later. There's one among them that he knows a bit of magic. He rides a warg, and some of the other goblins coming later. They're bringing some wolves. They'll be here tonight. They knew that the ATK wouldn't be here, so we came in to kind of set the stage. Didn't expect you fellers to be here though. Thought we'd be getting away with a lot more.
You know their names? Or the name of the big boss guy at least?
Boss man, they call him Books.
Oh.
He's a goblin that he likes the books. He uses them for magic.
Alright. Well,
from which direction would they be coming from?
They'll be coming up the west from the shore. They're crossing the river a ways up, and then they'll move in like from underneath the bridge. Now, I laid up to my end. Won't you all do the honorable thing? Let me go.
And and I'll reach and help him up.
I'll undo the ropes. I won't cut them, I'll undo them so I can keep the rope.
And I'll extend a hand, like to shake his hand.
Aye, well then. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Rami. At least that's what they call me.
Rami, I'm Silverado. I'm not Silverado. I'm Desperado. My brother is Silverado. Jim, excuse. Just please don't forget. My friends wanted to kill you when you fell, but we thought we might be able to end this in a better way.
Your brother, is this Silverado?
And yeah.
Their names are like the same, pretty much.
Silverado Teos.
Aye, that's good to know.
Do you know of my brother?
I know of him. Everybody does. Big time giant killer. Ain't been seen or heard from though. Pity.
I guess don't. Another reason not to mess with us, I guess, because you know he's got like a strong like brother.
And he was a good man. I hope to live up to behalf of what he was and what he did for these people in this area.
Say it like he's dead.
I don't think he's dead, but I
Not
don't know where I don't know where he is. Yeah, I don't know where he is. I don't know.
Could be dead. I don't know.
Wait.
Maybe died somewhere.
Anyway, Rami, if we see each other again, I hope it is not under the same circumstances. And if we don't, I wish you well.
Before you change your mind, I'll bid you farewell. You won't give me that flute back on second thought though. Hey, Master.
I'll toss it to him. If I see your face again, I'll be smashing it in myself.
Well, cheers. And Remy turns and sprints away.
And as
Give
he's
him
running,
a bow.
as he's sprinting away, and if I see you again, it's because my eyes are open.
I like the way
I
you
did
think.
that wrong. That wasn't
like the way
good. That wasn't
you,
good. Forget that. That wasn't good.
As Remy,
I like the way you think.
You heard nothing.
You had him scared.
Remy, as he flees, lifts the pan flute to his lips, and you just hear him sputter and cough as he's running away, unable to make any music.
Oh. Can't say I'm like.
There might have been some horse dung mixed in with that dirt.
Well, friends, it sounds like there is more trouble on the way, and then more
Night
trouble
raid.
behind it.
Nice.
I could use a brief reprieve if we're gonna have to do this again.
Kind of
Might be
hoping it was
smarter to get out of town.
maybe.
ATK has left the people defenseless. I mean,
You
can't leave them.
You don't look like you can face another wolf pack.
If I get like a nap,
I don't know. People.
I'd be like okay.
I'm not saying leave them here to die, but it might be better to fuck off things and go.
I mean, people put against a wall defending their home tend to have a resolve that you don't find out on a battlefield far from home. They might be up for it with a little bit of, invigoration from some powerful allies like ourselves.
Do either of you guys know? Maybe you know this too, Milo. Do you know where the nearest like hobgoblin camp is at? Like, maybe if we, I thought maybe he was describing like Condrazul was showing up, which that would have been like okay. I would have been like a little mad at him because he's like sending fairies and whatever to like mess up this town before he shows up. They thought he was like an alright guy, but he's also like a big old like warlord.
Condrazul doesn't work with the elves, with the fairies.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it was him. He did come through recently, but I know they have a camp in the city.
They travel north as well?
Aye, they did.
Okay.
Well, so nothing close enough for a night defense, so what we got is what we got.
Sometimes some hobgoblin soldiers come through. Going this way, west or east.
Maybe we will get lucky.
We might tell Little John.
Yeah, I think it's good to. There were
Rally.
some more patrons in the Onyx, the Black Onyx, perhaps.
I think the best bet just give them options and see what they want to do.
Yeah, back up and go or stay and fight. I mean, most of the people here aren't.
This
on
place is
Riverside, right? They're just like hanging out here as refugees.
Many of these people call the place home now, but you'd be right. There are many refugees here.
This place is not easy to defend. There's no buildings to take cover, no walls.
No walls.
There's
And
a
we-
river, and that's it. And they're
We're out in the open, flat. There they have covers from trees and brush.
Well,
also wolves.
It seems like they wanted something, though. Those other ones there, where you came from at Athena's Pocket Dairy. That's what you were saying, right?
How'd you know that, Milo?
You must
We
have
didn't say
mentioned it.
We didn't say anything about that. Hey,
That's my
hang on
fault.
a second.
Oh yes, there was an attack at Athena's apothecary.
I know.
Oh, that's what
I think you're in the
thought I
wrong
had
line
heard.
of work.
Uh,
I think you're a divination wizard.
You probably heard the smashing, yeah.
They
You
say
ever
there
cast
was
magic before?
causing the chaos, but goblins, they have their eyes on the prize.
I think it's the
So-
opal.
They'll be coming
Or
for
onyx?
something, not just for chaos. Maybe to raid the shops. They know the
black
ATK
onyx.
will come back. They don't want to just take over the town. They want to
Oh,
get
it's just like
something
a
and
raid.
leave, I think.
Think we could pay them off before they destroy anything?
That might work.
What do we have?
Perhaps we need to have a better talk with Athena. Perhaps she knows
Athena-
what they might have been after. Maybe they
They
were
get-
after something in her shop.
Oh, they did raid her shop.
Where's your goblin friend?
Looking for Scuzz, wherever he's at.
That's who I was talking about. The one from the bar.
Yeah.
You have
Oh.
two goblin friends.
Well, his brother is also in town. His name's Scud. Scud was hanging with Athena, and they were smoking the hookah together.
What a disgusting name.
It is Scud, so it's a little mean, but not like wrong.
With your goblin friends, and me, and Little John.
Maybe Athena.
That there's 7 or 8 of us.
There may be a few more patrons in the tavern that we could sway.
Yeah, you've
No,
been here. You know who's gotten in bar fights and who hasn't. You can find those guys who got a little rowdy when they were drunk and maybe drum them up.
The old guard is
There's-
drunk right now.
There is the
Oh.
bugbear. The bugbear that we that
Oh.
was
We saved him. Yeah.
Kukaracha. He's good at the
Kukaracha,
play
Kukaracha.
fighting, but not much for a real fight. But
Ah.
we do need all the help we can get.
I don't suppose you have an army of animals at your beck and call from the forest? No?
What do I
there
look
was
like?
I don't know. You looked like a divination wizard earlier. Maybe you're a druid, I don't know.
I'm not. Well, I mean, we could drive the wolves off with fire. Maybe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
that was,
goblins, they're not brave.
If we we were to set like a barricade, right? What would we defend? Like the tavern? And like set a barricade on fire around the tavern and keep everybody in there?
We'd almost need to know what's valuable in the town to know what they might be after.
Most of the shops are in the town square, but
Well, I imagine the apothecary. She's
Yeah.
the person herself, right? Someone who knows how to make potions is valuable.
And we
Would it be so crazy to gather whoever owns the shops, whoever works there, take all the valuable possessions they have, and hide them? No, not rob them. Have them hide it in the tavern, and we just barricade the tavern and light it
Hope that
on
it doesn't
fire.
burn down.
well, that might work with Bruno, the blacksmith, but the Gildor, the collector of fine books,
Oh,
he's
old.
he's old, but he's very careful with his things. I don't know if we could get
Sure.
him to agree to that.
Well, there's also a goblin named books who is coming here with magic and a collector of rare books might not like his books being taken by a goblin named Books.
Maybe that's
what they're after. Yeah, that would be the target, possibly.
Oh.
You're so smart.
Hey, let's go. Yeah. All right, yeah. Maybe we go ask him, does he have anything that's like gonna be very bad if someone bad gets it? Then we go from there. He would know.
What was the name of the blacksmith you mentioned?
Bruno's blacksmith.
Bruno, is he an able-bodied
like fighter?
Wait, yeah. Could he help us?
If you ask, I'm sure he would. He's an old dwarf who has seen many battles.
Oh. I mean, he works a forge. He's have to be pretty strong to just do that job.
Finally, huh?
Not just anyone can swing a hammer.
Well, perhaps we get some rest and need to gather these people for a chat at the tavern.
It's happening tonight
Soon.
or tomorrow night?
He said tonight.
He said tonight.
If you want to rest at the tavern, I'll gather the shopkeepers and we'll meet you there.
That would be good.
That'd be nice. How many other guards are there besides you, Milo? Don't tell me it's just you.
Most of them have lent their skills as mercenaries into the city. There's a few others that just turned into drunks around the town.
Oh.
I wish they kept their wits about them tonight, but I mean,
I'm gonna have to sober them up.
Sober or not, we might need to call on them.
Maybe Athena will have something.
If you have any torches or anything flammable, bring that with you as well, Milo. I feel like with the wolves, like you said, the fire would be our friend in this fight.
Okay. Yes, that is a good idea.
We don't have to kill them as much as we have to just turn them away. This may be the kind of fight where we need to buy ourselves more time.
How long until the ATK come back, do you think, once they've heard of this? Like, quick or not quick?
They have their eyes set on the coast. They plan to be a few days. I don't know that this would bring them back. They have their own designs.
So we just have to hang out and fend off hordes of goblins for just a couple of days. Easy. Simple.
That's right. I like your optimism, my friend Durian. You're right, it would be easy. All right.
I could maybe take 2 or 3 waves by myself, but then by that point I would die, most assuredly. It would be over.
You wouldn't be alone. We've got your back, my friend. Don't worry.
No, I said by myself. With all of you come out, we could probably do like 5 waves.
Well,
let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Including the wolves. Or we kill Books and it's just all over. That's also another option.
Shall we to the tavern and
Yeah, I want to sit down.
Okay. I'll meet up with you guys soon.
Be well.
All right.
And we'll end the adventure there for this evening.
Nice.
Good game, guys. Well played. You've come out ahead so far. And to everybody who's hanging out, we appreciate you. We're going to be trying to go live on Monday nights at 6:30 when our scheduling issues kind of clear up here. This one we're recording to be posted, and I will get this one up as soon as I have time this week. So, yeah, that's all for now. Until next time, the adventure continues.
GG's, guys.
Bye-bye.